have made a video and it's quite scary. Now honestly, I'm really happy that you watched this video. My name is Prudence. I am the creator behind the webcomic series Planet Prudence, and you can find me anywhere on social media if you search for Planet Prudence. This video will actually contain all that I have been through the last week and a half, and it's quite a lot. I just thought it was interesting to announce everything in one video, and I also will do a giveaway at the end of the video, and I will give away this print. I will give away one print and I will announce the details at the end of this video, so keep watching. So the first things that happened this week was, well no, last week. I actually lost my website and my blog, and both of them were offline, and both of them are a stream of income. Not my blog so much because I actually started it, but a few weeks after I just started posting on my blog, it wasn't there anymore. And same thing with my website, you know, I've been having a web shop for a year and a half or something like that, and this web shop, you know, it was everything to me, and I've been having problems with my web shop. I've been having troubles with my inventory, so I couldn't automatically, you know, use the inventory, and so if someone put something in his cart, there was this problem that all of a sudden the inventory was empty. I had a new website, but it didn't connect, so the blog and the website didn't connect anymore. So I'm with Webshop. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. It's like the provider for my web shop or my domain names. Actually, my web shop is now Squarespace owned, so but Webshop is my provider, and apparently their help desk isn't the best one out there. So I actually had to wait for an entire eternity. It lasted 4 days until I heard back from them, and I decided to put it on social media. I put it on my Instagram page, and 15 minutes later they replied to my help desk chats. After a few days it was solved, and now my web shop is back online, and so is my blog, and I couldn't be more happy. I'm very happy to say that I don't have any problems with my inventory anymore, and that was a huge pain in the ass, guys. You as a customer wouldn't have any problems with my web shop if you went on it before the new version, but it was difficult for me because I just had to. I couldn't post a limited print, and now I can, and I just posted 2 of them in the last week, I think, and both of them were sold out in under 2 hours. Thank you so much, guys. I was so happy to see that both my prints were sold out so quickly. Another thing I'm very proud of is that I grew my Patreon page, and I'm more active there as well. I started scheduling my week, and I posted new rewards on Patreon and new tiers, and so I have this podcast, I have these wallpapers which I already had before, but you know, I have this Q&A video, I have coloring pages. All of these things I was able to put in my schedule for the entire month, and each day I work on my Patreon page, both on my Patreon page and on my web shop, the limited prints, you know, the cartoons or the comics on Instagram. I also work on them during the week, and I am so happy to tell you that it works. I decided to make a huge change on there in January, and I also decided to help other artists as well. Every 2 weeks I talk about how my life was as a freelancer and as an illustrator on this podcast. So if you're interested, if you're an artist, you can follow me on there. It's only like $2 a month. On Instagram, I asked you guys if you would be interested if I would show you how I made images that I now use on my web shop, because they are so clean. And I really like them, so I want to share with you. It's very easy to make, and even though all my you know, my language settings in Photoshop are all in Flemish, so it might be hard to understand if you're English, but in my experience, you know, I have used Photoshop in English before, and in my experience everything is exactly the way it is in English as it is in Flemish. So if you just see where everything is placed on the screen and you do the same thing on your computer in Photoshop, then you will probably find this as well. I hope I explain it, you know, right, because I'm not the best teacher, I'm not the best at explaining neither myself or something technical, so you know, I hope it's helpful. Let me show you how I make the pictures for my web shop. First, I start with a square that's approximately 1,000 pixels wide and 1,000 pixels high. It's a square, so that makes sense. This is the original print file, so this is what I use to actually print, and that is also what I use to paste on the square. So as you can tell, this looks very flat. It has no depth at all, and I basically just pasted the print in the middle. FYI, I'm not your best teacher. I'm not sure how to explain this properly. Also, this is all in Dutch, and it's killing me to explain this, but I'm trying here. So I duplicated this layer because I don't want to mess with the original one, and I right-click the layer, which you can see on the screen. I right-click the layer and I choose the top option, which says options blah blah blah. I don't know how it's called in English, but I basically choose the last. It's basically a shadow that you will see here. I played with the options, but I'm going to show you. So when I click this, you will see that the image gets more depth. And what you can play with are the angles. I choose, I'm not sure how it's called in English, but you know, I will show you where it is. It's just below darker. I think it's like duplicating or something like that in English, I'm not sure. So you can choose how dark you put it. You can choose the angle. So if you change this, I'm going to show you. So this is the angle. This is what I'm doing to change the direction of the shadow. You see? So you can basically choose which shadow you give your picture. But anyway, this is what I'm using to give the image more depth. And that is all I do. I save it as a JPEG and also my PSD file. Yeah, I just keep my PSD files as well. So, you know, you can just use this as a template for all your images on your web shop. And that is it, guys. So, that was my awkward explanation of Photoshop stuff. Now let's move on to something else because that was quite awkward. The giveaway. You know, I'm giving away one of these prints, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, and you have to also share this video on your Instagram stories, and don't forget to tag me, otherwise I won't see it. And it's at Planet Prudence on Instagram, and you also have to be subscribed, you know, it's like rules. Then the end of the challenge, I'm looking at my notes here because I haven't studied it. The end of the giveaway thing is on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. And the winner will be announced on Instagram. So just share this video on Instagram, don't forget to tag me, and be subscribed to my channel, and the winner will be picked on February 14th, and that's it. This was a video. I hope you liked this little studio vlog. I'm not the best at being in front of a camera, but you know, I'm trying, and I want to help you guys and be here for you. So that's why I make all this content, that's why I make these videos and share my experiences with you. Another thing I would like to tell you is that I'm working on my second book, and I'm very excited to tell you more about it as soon as I also know more about it. But it's actually going to be a written book. It's going to be a very positive mind book, because you know, that's how I am these days. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, I want to thank every single one of my patrons, because you guys are awesome. Thank you for being here, and especially during these difficult 2 weeks that I've been through with my web shop, and with, you know, all the stress and all the struggles, and wanting to help me. And you guys actually helped me so much by being there, by sharing your experiences. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who is here for me and for my work. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next video, and also in your Instagram stories. Bye bye guys.